on. Okay, actually, this next one is crazy, you guys. This one, I will never be able to unsee this one. Before we get into this video, have you guys ever tried to create a system to motivate your partner to do something before? Is there any like one particular chore or task or household necessity that your partner really struggles with doing, and maybe you don't relate to that struggle? You don't understand why it's so difficult for them. I think to some degree, we probably all know that experience. This video, though, is gonna take it to a whole new level.
My husband's love language is physical touch, and mine is acts of service with a little bit of words of affirmation. I have found something, little trick of the trade, that gives us both that. My husband quite literally vomits when he changes poopy diapers. Like, he literally upchucks it. I thought he was being a drama queen until he actually threw up, and then I was like, all right, maybe this actually does gross you out. So he was pretty much on a strike, not changing diapers, and he still doesn't do it very often, but I've put a little game in place to help us both out. So for every 10 diapers that he changes, he gets rewarded with physical touch. I started off way too low. I started with 3, and then I was like, all right, no, this. Like, no. Then it went to 5, and now we're at 10. So every 10 diapers, his needs are met, and so am I.
So to those of you at home who are not following along, for every 10 diapers that her husband changes, he gets a BJ. And here we all were changing them for free. We really gotta switch this up here. Okay, let's start with, is the dad being a drama queen because changing diapers makes him throw up? Yeah, her husband doesn't like changing diapers. It makes him physically vomit. One of those like very reactive type bodies just cannot deal with it. And so to incentivize him to help with this duty, she'll slurp it down after 10 full diapers. And again, I want to start with the is there a legitimate reason that maybe that's a difficult task? Like, is he just being a baby? Are there some people who are just not built for it? So far, I haven't really seen anybody in the chat defending not being able to change the diaper. I don't see many people relating to this. Like, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie, I would be really embarrassed if, like, the majority of my audience was men who was like, yeah, I don't change diapers. Like, I would be like, oh no. But I know you guys, and I know you're better than that. Y'all change diapers, y'all do way grosser stuff than that. Okay, I know that if there's a dead rat in my backyard, my husband's gonna take care of it. You know what I mean? Most guys would. Me personally, like, I will always ask my husband to clean up the more gross stuff like vomit. I'll do it if I have to, but I'll definitely incentivize him with, like, I'll take care of other chores in the stead of that one. Never in my life have I thought to incentivize a chore that I did not want to do by making an intimate act into a chore for myself. Does that make sense? And I think that's kind of what it comes down to, is at the point that you're making any sexual act transactional in your marriage, y'all done f***ed up. The dynamic has changed now. This is like really up there with people who only provide that act or service on certain holidays. Like, there's just something so icky about, is the word commodifying, is that the word I want to use for it, like commodifying BJs? It just doesn't seem like a very good healthy pattern to fall into. And I'll say this, I've never in my life heard of a man being able to pull that same card. Have you? But wait, some of y'all are saying that could work? That would work for you? Y'all would change diapers more? Okay. When it comes down to the act of oral, probably more women than not would say that they're not like eager to do it necessarily. It's not, I don't know that many women who like spring out of bed and are like, I cannot wait to slurp some eggplant today. Obviously that's not the case. But I think that when you really like someone, when you really love someone, and when it means something to you to bring them joy, that's when you like it. And there's no way I'm going to be able to get myself in the headspace, but pun intended, to even do that if all I'm thinking about is like, thank God he changed those 10 shitty ass diapers. Like if I'm going to do that for my man, it has nothing to do really with a number of chores. There's no like video game achievement unlocked that leads to that. It just feels like it changes the meaning. It turns it all into a game. I kind of want to check out the comments though. I want to see what other people have to say about this. You know what I mean? Wait, caption says, the pure shame on my face says it all. Don't knock it till you try it. You know what though? I feel like we're gonna get such a mix of reactions. Like, on one hand though, too, we're probably gonna get the weaponized incompetence girlies. You know which ones I'm talking about, because at the end of the day, she said that he still really avoids changing the diapers, but at the end of the day, he's able to step up. He's able to step up and do them when it means it's getting wet down there. But like, her being like overloaded by being the only one changing the diapers was not enough to make him step up. In a way, this video is kind of partner shaming unintentionally. Like, she's intending to shame herself and use self-deprecating humor, she is, but at the end of the day, I think she's really making her husband look like a sack of shit, isn't she? Like, you really have to, it has to come down to that, another pun intended. Conditional love, let's call it what it is. Damn! Okay, what do you guys think about that? Because I said a lot of things and he said it a lot faster, didn't he? That's what it is. Yeah, not all sex acts are love acts, sure. But when you're in a marriage, you would certainly hope that it'd be part of that Venn diagram, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you're putting a condition to which you do that on. That's also kind of like just a sad reality, like, oh my God. I'm just like thinking about how I would feel as a woman if I was like, if I want to receive this act of intimacy, I have to do X amount of chore. Like, I'm never gonna get it again just by virtue of existing. Those days are over. Girl, same? So she's not the only girl out there who is hoeing themselves out for their husband's labor? If he gags, you gag. Ain't no way. And also, this was not lost on me either. Starts at 3, then 5, now 10. Inflation hitting everything. Yeah, it was not lost on me that the goalposts kept moving there. And that would be another, like, super frustrating thing for me is, like, so now not only am I feeling, there's so many words that I could use for it. Infantilized, emasculated, creepy. Honestly, I would feel creepy as a dude if I felt that I had to buy intimacy from my wife through diaper exchanges. But I would also feel a little bit ashamed as a man that I was not helping my wife out enough with that, not gonna lie. Because I feel ashamed as a wife when my husband is hungry or something like that. You know what I mean? And that's not because women stay in the kitchen. It's just if my spouse has needs that are going unmet, that's partnership, is you feel responsible for those needs in some way. You know what I'm saying? So that's natural. But like, of all those frustrations that I would be feeling now that my spouse has created a fucking chore chart for me to receive physical intimacy, on top of those frustrations would be the fact that it just keeps changing, like getting harder and harder to receive that intimacy in a metric that's like right there in front of my face. Honey, how have we gone through an entire box of diapers in a single day? Oh God, you know this was gonna happen. Nice try, husband who sent this to me. What's worse, the women proposing this to their husbands, or the husbands proposing this to their wives? Both of y'all get the super note bottle. Bad! Bad! I know, how is he gonna get a BJ when the kid's potty trained? And look, I already checked. She made like a follow-up to this where she tried to be like, why is everybody judging me? Everybody has a different way of doing things. You posted this with shame on your face. You posted this with shame in the caption. You were like, this is kind of shameful that I'm posting this. And then when people are like, ugh, you're like, why are y'all like, ugh? The same reason as you, dude. You said something super weird publicly. And we're like, that's weird. We're not weird for thinking that's weird.